taking the high road and letting toxic parents orchestrate their own downfall. My 8-year-old daughter is the kind of child who makes the world around her a little bit better just by being in it. She's empathetic, kind-hearted, and unafraid to do the right thing, even when it's not easy. She's not flashy or attention-seeking, but her classmates gravitate toward her anyway. When she walks into school, her group of friends run to greet her with hugs and bright smiles. She's the popular one, but not in the way movies portray it. She dislikes the spotlight. She's never bossy, never exclusive. If she sees someone being bullied or left out, she's the first to step in. She refuses to play with anyone who is mean to others, and makes an effort to include those who are being pushed to the margins. Her quiet leadership has changed the entire dynamic in her class. Among the girls, bullying has basically stopped, not because of teachers or rules, but because one girl made it clear that kindness is cooler. And yet, a handful of mothers, 4 or 5 of them, have made it their mission to exclude her. These women are the parents of her closest friends, the very kids who adore her. Their daughters want to come over, want to include her in parties and play dates, but their mothers, they say no. It started with birthdays. My daughter would come home from school, hurt and confused, after hearing about another party she wasn't invited to, even when all her other friends were. Once she was even invited to a party, only for the mother to tell her daughter to uninvite mine the next day. No explanation, just silence, followed by tears. Playdates have always been the same story. The girls would ask, hopeful and excited, and I'd reach out, always politely. Always with the same result, vague excuses and firm rejections. Sometimes the girls would ask me to call because they knew their moms had no plans, and when the moms still said no, I told the girls the truth, that their parents had declined, and encouraged them to ask why. I never editorialized, I never made it emotional, I just let them connect the dots themselves. Once or twice, these moms even chose to leave their daughters as the only kids at after-school care, rather than let them come home with us. Meanwhile, my daughter continued being herself, open-hearted, cheerful, and gracious beyond her years. And then came her birthday. When I asked how she wanted to celebrate, she named the girls she always plays with. Yes, the daughters of the very women who exclude her. And she asked to go to the popular indoor playground in town, the fancy one, the one every kid talks about, but not every parent says yes to. It was her one big request. So I texted the moms and asked about a casual playdate that weekend. I didn't mention it was for her birthday. I didn't say where we were going, I just asked if their daughters were free to hang out. Every single one of them declined, except my friend's daughter, the one who has stood by mine through it all. Once I had all the no responses, I sent a polite follow-up. Oh, what a shame. We were going to the indoor playground. Your daughter seemed really excited and didn't mention any plans. She must have forgotten. Almost immediately, one of them tried to backtrack. I heard through my daughter and the grapevine that the others weren't so lucky. Their daughters were furious, full-on tantrums at home, screaming, crying, demanding to know why they couldn't go. And now, the cracks are showing. My daughter tells me her friends are beginning to ask questions. They're not buying the vague excuses anymore. They're seeing the pattern for themselves, and with every exclusion, their resentment grows. In 2 or 3 years, these girls will be old enough to make their own decisions. They'll have phones. They'll arrange their own plans. They won't need permission slips to be kind to someone. And when that happens, I'll be right here, just like I've always been. Our door will be open. Snacks will be waiting.